Sheffield Steelers won 7 out of 8 against the Belfast Giants last season, and as they meet at the Arena tonight, the Steelers are aiming to continue their unbeaten start to the league season. Both teams come into this game off the back of wins over Braehead. The Giants won at home in the Challenge Cup last night, while the Steelers have had an extra day of rest following their Friday night road win. No Nelson for the Steelers, no Foster or Rutherford for the Giants. 2 league and Earhart Conference points are up for grabs for the winner tonight. So we now have a very special puck drop. I'm sure many of you will have seen the messages that have been going out in the lead up to this game. 8-year-old Blake McCaughey. First away game for Blake. He's a huge Giants fan, and he's extremely delighted to be here. He's been having a great day so far. He's been in the Steelers locker room, he's been posing for photos, and haven't been able to take that smile off his face. The opening face-off will come back the way of the Giants. Saviano sends it straight into the zone, and the Steelers will get a handle on it and bring it straight back out. Switch towards Armstrong, the puck bounces past him. Mason out of the zone. Saviano, he's onto this one, opportunity straight away. Oh, and a penalty coming in. No doubt about that, he was grabbed hold of. Nielsen. Mosienko. So strong on the puck, but he needs a little bit of help here. Back into a dangerous area, good control of the skate. Penalty coming as the puck is still live. Nielsen got hooked back, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's Shields who's going to get the gate here. No, correction, I've seen the wrong 9. It's Desmarais who's actually going to go. And again, it's one of those calls you have to make. He was in a lot of space to get a good shot away, so I think it's going to be a hook that comes in here. We'll just see the replay. It's good skating, yeah, and he just hooks him back, denying him the goal-scoring opportunity.
Still Giants power play, they've still got another 40 seconds here. Mustakovs is down to make another stop. Shot from the angle, pings off the post. Oh, Giants so unlucky. That one caught metalwork. I think it got a bit of Mustakovs too. Follow-up shot from Vandermeer is deflected to the corner.
It's just poked away off the line by Fitzgerald, I think, Jonathan, and there's another penalty coming in against the Steelers.
They got a block on that shot, but they didn't gain possession. Oh, they do now, which will bring about a stoppage. Fitzgerald. Puck will get past Ratchuk. Blocked partially by Keith. Ratchuk clears it second time around. Steelers are onto it. This could be an opportunity. Pass fed across, shooting and scoring! The Steelers are at it right away at the start of this second period.
What a good start for the second period for the Sheffield Steelers. It's a great cross-ice pass here. Well taken. He's even got the time to find the spot into the top corner, and it is a great goal by Jesse Schultz.
5 on the season now for Schultz. The Steelers have come out hot at the start of the second. And finally, this game has a goal. Vandermeer twisting and turning, but the Steelers sent a pass into yet more traffic, and again it's still a little bit scrappy against the wall, but no side wants to give up a cheap piece of possession.
Keith broke his stick. He was playing without a stick for about 30 seconds there.
Giants with a shooting chance, and they'll take it! Superbly buried. Shields got the feed. And we have ourselves a tie game.
The hard work from the Giants finally pays off. Garside gets a pass through, and it's Shields who's got the time, and Mustakovs is slightly screened there by his own defenseman, so can't we out quick enough, but full credit to Colin Shields, he paints the top corner, and we have a tie game.
36 years old now, Colin Shields, but still banging them in. Martinelli's under pressure, needs a little bit of help out there from Desmarais. Steelers lift the stick. And now Schultz. Puck doesn't get down the boards. Now there could be an opportunity for the Steelers. Oh, they tried to play the pass across, and it's a really good sliding block from Quinnell. Went down to a knee. Still with the Steelers. Penalty coming here against the Giants. Shot comes in. Oh, big deflection. It hit Martinelli and deflected away from goal. didn't miss by much, and Jackson was taken out by that deflection.
Giants are scrambling now.
And finally it's Quinnell who gets his stick onto it, and we do get a stoppage. And the Steelers will get a power play. And it is Martinelli who will take a seat.
Martinelli's going to go. The Giants just got scrappy there towards the end, but it was good passing and moving by the Steelers.
Steelers again across the line, into the zone. And now Wah. Shot comes in, and again a diving block.
Yeah, just comes off the back of his skate. That'll hurt.
Both teams doing a terrific job at getting shots blocked in this game. Fed in towards goal, and it might have gone all the way through.
Do you know what? Every lane was blocked, so he's just wafted it into the only space he thought was open. Whistle just wasn't ready for it. He doesn't think it's coming, and it's so softly put in. It's like the mid-pace. Yeah, he just doesn't see it coming. It's like the slow-pace ball after seeing about 5 or 6 deliveries coming at fast pace. It just catches him completely off guard, and the Steelers take the lead. A power play goal.
You know the Steelers do have breakaway speed, and they can convert 2-on-1s. We saw it with Schultz's goal earlier in this game. And Mustakov's happy to hold on.
What a hit to send him so far. Just a good, strong hit by Mr. Zach Fitzgerald.
Forceful play from Armstrong. Evades the hit on the board, keeps possession. Now trying to twist and turn. Vandermeer's presence just caused Armstrong to lose the puck momentarily. He'll get it back now. It's Ferrara in the corner. Puck sent around for Valdix to chase. He'll get to it first. Nice pass, Ferrara. Back to the blue line. The Steelers are swapping defensemen, so they don't want to shoot the puck at goal in case there's a big ricochet and rebound down the ice. They'll shoot here. They'll score here! Desbiens has his first of the season.
Valdix with a great assist on that one, straight to Desbiens. He's got some time, he's got some space. Nobody's chasing him down. As they come through, it's just put back whistle. I think it's being screened by the 2 men in front. 3-1 to the Steelers. And Desi, as you pointed out, finally gets a lead goal. And look at the elation on his face. He's so happy to get that goal.
Chris has been back in touch. He also asked, why do you think so many players have been thrown out of the face-off circle recently? Well, I think part of it is that the Steelers certainly have plenty of players who can take a face-off and can afford to take a chance to win it. I know certainly when Forney was here, they'd take a risk on him trying to get a perfect setup for a face-off. As the Steelers move in, they're going to score here! They do! The points are sealed! It's 4-1!
It's the strength of Matthew Waugh here as he takes this check. We just haven't quite got the check, but he took it so well, shoved his man away, and I think it's Colton Fretter coming in late, getting the goal.
It's Bjorklund.
It is Bjorklund.
Fretter was the option at the back door. It never reached him.
He had 2 options. He took the one that was coming in late from Bjorklund. There's not much Whistle can do. But Waugh took such a heavy hit, and he just skated through. Great strength. 4-1 Steelers.
This game is really fading away from the Giants right now.
Yeah, it's very hard to come back from this now. Puck not moving as fast as I would have liked there for Jesse
Now is an opportunity. Breakaway. Vandermeer finds himself through. Oh, he tries to backhand it on goal, and Mustakovs makes the stop.
I think that's what happens when a defenseman finds himself all alone in front of a goaltender. He'll just try and poke it through the legs. Didn't quite work out for him.
It was good back checking from Schultz to make life difficult, but Vandermeer never really got a quality shot away. Opportunity now. Oh, what a save that is.
Oh, that's
from Whistle to stop Armstrong.
That is a great save from Whistle. And do you know what? When you have a period like Whistle's had, that's the kind of thing he needs, just to keep his head up. And we'll just see it here. It's a great long lead pass. You know, he's got acres of time and space. Armstrong, he thinks about where he's going to put it, tries to place it, and he'll have that one. Thank you very, very much.
Bjorklund back to the blue line. Oh, the shot needed a tip, and there was no one there in orange to provide it. Mosienko. Dowd. Fed right across and put in. It's lovely from the Steelers. And it's Valdix who's got it.
And for all the talk about how well Jesse Schultz has played tonight, my man of the match is Valdix. He's played so well, creating assists, moving the puck brilliantly, and he gets a great goal just to finish it all off. A lovely pass by Dowd. And not much again Whistle can do about that. 5-1 Steelers.
Second power play goal of the period. The Steelers have 4 goals in a little over 7.5 minutes. Garside dispossessed, it's back with Dowd, and the Steelers will just keep possession and see out the final few seconds, and they will move to 3 wins out of 3 in the Elite League season. So Garside it is who picks up the man of the match for the Belfast Giants. Another player who you forget about how long he's been around. He's played over 550 Elite League games in his 7th season with the Giants. Of course, he also spent time with the Capitals. So man of the match for the Sheffield Steelers is Jesse Schultz. The goal that broke the tie with 9 minutes to go proved to be the game winner. He gets 2 on the night, and he's the Steelers man of the match.
It's fully deserved.
And so Jesse Schultz will do a fast lap, although he's taking a little bit of a shortcut. That will
cheating.
Not go down well.
Hang on, what's he doing here? This better be good, Jesse. All that.
Well, he had Saturday to rest, but even so, that was less than half a lap. But you know what? The Steelers fans are going to go home happy tonight. Regardless, they've seen their team win by 5 goals to 1.
Paul, a 4-point weekend. What's your reaction to what you saw?
I'm really happy, Seth. I mean, you know, I think it was no secret that we felt that we were leaking goals and giving our opponents, and they're all good in this league, every opportunity to beat us. And luckily, we were still winning, but I felt we were a little bit loose defensively, and that doesn't just mean in our end. I mean, it means on the offensive blue line. And we really worked hard the last couple of weeks in putting that right in practice, and that's credit to the players. And we've thrown a lot at them over the last couple of weeks, and they've repaid themselves, the club, the fans, the coaches, in only conceding 2 goals on the weekend. And Moose has been in fine form, and when we've had some pressure, he's alleviated that, and we've built from that.
What's been the biggest change?
It's just progression. It's just, it happens. You know, you go from playing CHL where we wouldn't take them chances to maybe overplaying in areas where we're a puck possession team. We're a team that likes to manage the puck. We're a team that likes to zip it around, but there's places to do it. And we were doing it in the wrong places, and we didn't this weekend. Or we especially didn't do it in the 3rd period in Braehead. We did it at the start of the 2nd, but we regrouped and learned from that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a process. Everything's a process in this sport. And you think you've got it right, and then it breaks down again, and you have to go back to the drawing board and go again. But we'll enjoy this weekend.
When you look at a game progression like that, where it's tight first period, tight second period, all of a sudden you take the big opportunities of the game, you make the most of them, and then it explodes like that. How much joy can you take of that as a coach?
Yeah, well, firstly, you have to trust your players, and we trust ours what's the word?
Implicitly?
Yes, that's the word. Thank you. I got tongue-tied there. We really, really trust them. Let me bring the accent. We trust them, and we trust them that when they have them opportunities, that we can go and kill a game. And but you have to get yourself to that. You know, Belfast are a very good team. They came here, they played smart in the neutral zone. We had to battle. We scored, you know, on a breakdown on a 2-on-1, you know, to get to the 1 goal. I thought their second goal was, you know, a little fault on our, you know, we broke down a little bit in our D zone, and Shieldsy popped that in for 1-1. But I felt we were just starting to gain some momentum at that point. And in the 3rd period, we did, and we got that second goal. Schultzy, magical weekend he's had, and we built from that. And then, you know what, we really did go for the juggler then.
Got to mention 2 players. We're going to come to Andreas Valdix in a moment. Guillaume Debienne, the job he did for you this evening, I think that's probably as well as I've seen him play in quite some time.
You know what, it's very, very rare that he has an off night. You know, the reason he's played in the EIHL and he's been a leader in the American League is because he does the little things. And if you're a young fan out there watching, or a young player, watch what he does night in, night out. And he may not have the offensive prowess of some of our other guys, but he works so hard for the team. He sacrifices himself. I thought our penalty kill was exemplary today.
And you moved him to take a lot of the face-offs on the penalty kill.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, but we've got 4 main penalty killers that we've given them that job, and we want them to buy into that, which we feel then our more offensive guys are going to be more, what's the word I'm looking for, more energized in the scoring areas, and that's, you know, and that's works. And everyone has to have a role, especially on a team or a 4-line team. You have to have a role and you have to have a buy-in. And for him to get his goal today, you could see that meant a lot to him. And I thought, yeah, he's been outstanding for us.
What about Valdix? He seems to have got a nice little scoring streak going. He seems to be one of those players that's just starting to blossom now. He's figuring out the elite league.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Seth. I think it took him, as well as it did Bjorklund and Nielsen. I think all 3 of the Swedes are really coming to the party. And I don't know if there's a better player in the country right now than Andreas Valdix. I mean, Schultz might argue that as well, because he's had a great couple of weeks. But when you have a good team and you have good depth, you know, there's times when people are going to drop their game, other guys are going to step it up, and we got that tonight. Not drop their game from an effort point of view, but from a points point of view or a creative point of view. And other guys are stepping up. And you know, we've been without Levi Nelson and Franzen. We lost Ben O'Connor to an injury in the first period today. So we've been without some key guys for us. But other guys are stepping up, and we're getting the job done.
Is there any chance at all you can bring anybody in to replace Levi? He's going to be out for potentially 6 weeks, maybe even more.
No, I don't think it's going to be that long, Seth. Waiting on, I mean, we've had some more news today. So, no, I don't think we'll bring anyone in to replace Levi. I mean, I think he's a couple of weeks away. And
well, that's great news.
It's super news. And you know what? And he energises the building, because he's a little crazy, Levi. Scores goals, he makes hits, he runs people over. He'll hit his own players if they're in the way. But he gets, you know, people like him and Debbie and get you going and create energy for everybody else. And no, I thought great defensive performance tonight, a great overall, and a clutch third period where when we had to put our foot down on the gas, we executed and got the job done.
Just finally, any word on Ben?
No, he's with the medical team now, and that's a tough one, because I think Ben's been one of our standout players. And you can't replace Ben O'Connor. He's British. It's not like he's an import. A lot of teams are carrying spare imports already, you know, in the league. And you know, we haven't got that. So to lose him, you can't replace him. So, you know, young Cole Shudra and Liam Kirk, they're practicing hard with us. They're getting great ice time and confidence with the Steel Dogs. I heard they had a fantastic tournament over in Slovakia with the under-20s there. And you know, we're working with Cole to, you know, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to play him eventually, as a forward or back on D, because he has a lot of his old man's instincts. So it may be that we have to drag him back into the fold here and give him that opportunity. That's why we signed him.
You've just got to hope that he's got the same scriptwriter.
Yeah. Well, you know, the pair of them are young, talented boys that have a big future in the game, but let's not forget they're not even on the first rung yet, but they're going the right way.
Derrick, what's your assessment of that performance?
First two periods, thought we played fantastic. We kept our chances down. Thought maybe we even had a couple more than them. Third period, we looked like we ran out of gas a little bit. But I think we got 2Q. We had opportunities in every penalty to get the puck out of the zone to relieve pressure. We didn't do a good job with the puck management. And they get a good power play. It's something, like I said, every week you try to find something new to work on. We're going to really address our penalty kill. I thought we were getting momentum in it, but they picked us apart at the end. And then I think towards the end, a couple of goals. Like I said, there was a mistake on the referee call. The puck should have been out of the zone. There's no way that puck did not tip one off the player. When all 3 linesmen missed it, we go 5-on-3. I think frustration, we started running around a little bit. In frustration, we gave up a couple more. And, you know, it's disappointing, but we're getting better. And that's the good news. It's still early days, but this is a team that's had our number. We got to find out a way to play 3 solid periods to beat them.
It's been a long time since your last regulation win as an organisation here. I think it was back in 2014. Is there any one thing about this building that is making it extra difficult for Belfast?
No, I thought again, for 2 periods, we were as good or better in the first 2, and dictating pace again. I know both teams are missing some bodies. It obviously hurts, and we played last night, and I think our pace dipped down a little bit in the D zone. We just ran out of gas, and when you run out of gas, you start making bad decisions. And you know, we'll continue to work on it. We'll continue to grow, and like I said, I think we're close, but we're not there yet. But again, it's still early days. We just got to find a way to get one. I think once we get one, we'll get another one. But right now, like again, we got to be happy with our performance and just go home and reload on Tuesday and continue to work to get better.
On the whole, as a whole weekend, How do you assess what you've been able to achieve?
Well, Braehead, we played fantastic. It was our best game of the year, and I think it continued on here. I thought the first 2 periods, again, we're still rolling really well. We're making life hard for them to get the puck and get a lot of pressure. But in the 3rd period, they found a way to get under their forecheck and get some pressure on us. Then it just looked like tie-inners came in and careless mistakes, and it came back to hurt us.
So 5 out of 6 periods were pretty good.
Yeah.
How would you assess where the team is now compared to 12 months ago?
Well, we've made changes. We made a lot of changes. We've got a little bit more speed, a little bit more balance throughout the lineup. It's hard to see, but because of the injuries we have. But I thought Garside stepped up and played well. Shed's stepped up, and one of our top lines is playing well. Our goaltending, I think you got outplayed. I'm not blaming our goaltending tonight. I think the Sheffield goalie was a little better than ours tonight. He made some big saves. But the way you got to look at it is, we're there. Sheffield played a lot of exhibition games. They played at a higher level than us. They've been playing Nottingham, been playing Cardiff. So they're just a little bit above us right now on the pace. So we're trying to get there, and we grew from the Cardiff game. Again, with Cardiff, we had 1 good period, then we fell apart. Tonight we had 2 good periods. Hopefully next time we meet these guys, we'll have 3.
Just finally on yourself, you're into your 2nd season now. How different are you as a coach from 12 months ago?
I'm trying to stay patient, trying to keep a level head. Trying to separate myself from the guys as much as possible, because it's, when I'm going to have to make that a tough decision, I don't want any emotion in it. I got to go what's best for the team and best for the organization. But I also figured out how I want to play, what type of team I want. Last year we had a lot of guys that I was unsure of. I'm starting to figure out the league a little bit more. I'm starting to understand what we're going to need to win. Now we got to figure out a way to get healthy and maybe get another body in here so we can get a full roster in here.
Is there a good chance of that happening?
Well, I gotta wait for a couple injuries. I'll hopefully get a couple reports Monday or Tuesday, and then I'll sit down with my boss, Steve Thornton, who's done a great job for us this year, and see what we can figure out together. What's the best option, and if there's someone up there maybe can fill in for a couple weeks, we'll maybe take a stab at him.